After the shocking events of the previous episodes, Episode 9 of Dutton Ranch is expected to bring the biggest conflict yet as the fight for the ranch reaches a breaking point. Rip Wheeler finds himself pushed into a corner as Rob Will's plans become impossible to ignore. After watching Rob Will slowly gain influence and threaten everything the ranch stands for, Rip realizes that staying quiet could cost him the people he cares about most. Meanwhile, Beth begins questioning her alliance with Beulah after discovering that the partnership may have been built on hidden motives. What once looked like a powerful agreement between two strong women starts falling apart as Beth suspects Beulah has been playing a much bigger game. With trust disappearing and enemies closing in, Carter faces the most important challenge of his life. No longer able to hide behind Rip and Beth's protection, Carter must decide whether he is ready to stand up and defend the only family he has left. As tensions rise, a new threat emerges that could change the future of the ranch forever. While everyone has been focused on the battle between Beulah, Rob Will, Rip, and Beth, a more dangerous enemy may have been waiting for the perfect moment to strike. Episode 9 is expected to deliver betrayals, emotional confrontations, and a final showdown that forces every character to choose where their loyalty truly stands. The question is no longer who wants the ranch, the question is who is willing to fight for it. After everything that has happened at the ranch, Episode 9 could be the moment where Rip Wheeler finally stops playing defense and goes on the attack. For the past few episodes, Rip has been watching everything unfold from the shadows. He has seen Rob Will slowly gain confidence, manipulate situations, and move closer to taking control of the ranch. But what makes Rob Will dangerous is not just his ambition, it is the fact that he believes nobody can stop him. And that is where he makes his biggest mistake. Rip has never been the type of man who reacts without thinking. While Rob Will has been making loud moves, Rip has been studying him. Every threat, every betrayal, and every secret meeting could be another piece of evidence Rip uses against him. The biggest question heading into Episode 9 is, what finally pushes Rip over the edge? The answer could be Carter. Carter has already lost so much and has been forced to grow up faster than he should have. Rob Will may believe Carter is just a weak link, someone who can be controlled or removed from the picture. But underestimating Carter could become the mistake that exposes Rob Will's entire plan. Rip has always seen Carter as someone worth protecting. He may not say it often, but his actions prove that Carter has become family. The moment Rob Will threatens Carter or uses him as a weapon against Beth and Rip, the entire dynamic could change. This could be the scene where Rob Will may believe he owns the ranch, but Rip understands something deeper. The ranch was never just about land. It was about loyalty. It was about family. It was about the people willing to fight for it. And Rob Will has never truly understood that. A possible Episode 9 confrontation could show Rob Will trying to intimidate Rip one last time. He may claim that Rip is outdated, that the old way of protecting the ranch is gone, and that power belongs to whoever controls the money and influence. But Rip's response could remind him why people fear him. Because Rip does not fight for power. He fights because someone he loves is in danger. The most interesting possibility is that Rip does not immediately destroy Rob Will. Instead, he could expose him. Rip may reveal that he already knows about the betrayal and has been waiting for Rob Will to make one final mistake. This would create a much bigger downfall for Rob Will because he would lose the trust of everyone around him. Even Beulah could begin questioning whether Rob Will has gone too far. By the end of Episode 9, we could see Rip making his final move, not as a ranch hand, but as the protector of everything Beth and Carter have left. The war for the ranch may have started with Beulah's plan, but it could end with Rip Wheeler deciding that Rob Will is the enemy. And once Rip chooses a side, there is no turning back. For most of the season, one of the most dangerous relationships on the ranch has been the complicated connection between Beth and Beulah. Two powerful women with completely different ideas about control, loyalty, and survival, but both smart enough to understand that working together could benefit them. However, Episode 9 could be the moment that partnership finally collapses. At first, Beth may have believed that Beulah was someone she could negotiate with. Someone who understood the importance of protecting the ranch and keeping their enemies close. But as the pressure increases, Beth may start realizing that Beulah was never truly on her side. Beulah's biggest strength has always been her ability to stay several moves ahead. She does not make decisions based on emotion. Every conversation, every deal, and every alliance appears to serve a bigger plan. And that could be the reason Beth begins questioning everything. The warning signs have been there. The secret conversations. The hidden motives. The way Beulah has continued protecting certain people even when their actions threaten the ranch. Beth may discover that Beulah was never trying to save the ranch, she was trying to control who would own it when the dust settled. This could create one of the biggest confrontations of episode 9. Beth is not someone who handles betrayal quietly. She has spent her entire life fighting against people who think they can manipulate her. The moment she realizes Beulah has been using her, that alliance could turn into a war. Will Carter run away like he used to? Or will he finally fight? This could lead to an emotional conversation between Carter and Beth. Beth may tell him that being part of the family is not about being fearless. It is about standing your ground when fear is the only thing you feel. Carter's biggest test may not be a physical fight. It may be choosing loyalty. Because Rob Will could offer Carter something tempting: power. Respect. A chance to stop being seen as the kid on the ranch. But Carter has to decide whether he wants an easy path or whether he wants to protect the people who gave him a home. The most powerful prediction for episode 9 is that Carter finally proves himself, not by becoming another Rip Wheeler, but by becoming his own version of a protector. And this could be the moment Rip realizes something: Carter is no longer just someone he needs to protect. He is someone who can stand beside him. The boy who arrived at the ranch searching for a family may finally become the person who helps save it. As the battle for the ranch reaches its most dangerous point, episode 9 could reveal that the biggest enemy was never just Rob Will or Beulah. There may be something much bigger coming. For weeks, the Dutton Ranch has been fighting an internal war: betrayal, hidden plans, power struggles, and broken alliances. But while everyone has been focused on who controls the ranch, a bigger threat may have been quietly moving closer. And when that threat finally reveals itself, Rip, Beth, and Carter realize they have been fighting the wrong battle. The Dutton Ranch has always attracted enemies because of what it represents. It is not just land. It is a legacy. It is history. It is power. And there are always people willing to destroy everything to take control. Episode 9 could open with signs that something is wrong. Strange activity around the property. People watching from a distance. Someone making moves without revealing their identity. At first, Rip may believe it is another attack from Rob Will. But as the clues begin adding up, he could discover that someone else has been using the chaos as a distraction. This would create a dangerous situation because the ranch is already divided. Beth and Beulah may no longer trust each other. Rob Will could be losing control. Carter is still trying to prove himself. And while they are fighting among themselves, the real enemy could make their move. The most interesting possibility is that the attack forces everyone to temporarily put their differences aside. Rip may realize that protecting the ranch requires more than revenge. It requires unity. A possible episode 9 moment could show Rip discovering that the enemy knows the ranch's weaknesses. They know where to attack. They know who matters most. And they know that hurting one person could destroy everyone. This is where Carter's role becomes important. The enemy may see Carter as the easiest target, but they may not understand how much he has changed. Instead of running, Carter could step forward. Instead of needing protection, he could help protect others. Meanwhile, Beth could uncover a shocking truth: someone close to them may have known about the threat all along. And that revelation could completely change the final battle. Because the biggest danger to the Dutton Ranch may not be the person standing outside the gates. It may be the person who already found a way inside. By the end of episode 9, Rip may be forced into his biggest decision yet: does he fight for revenge? Or does he fight to save the future of the ranch? And if the Dutton Ranch survives this attack, it will not be because they were stronger than their enemies. It will be because they finally remembered what made them dangerous in the first place: they fight as a family.